Welcome to Russia. Russia, the largest country in the world, is nearly twice the size of the United States and spans multiple regions and ecosystems, including rivers, lakes, tundras, plains, and forests. The country features natural wonders like the taiga forests, the steppe plains, Europe's highest peak, Mount Elbrus, and the world's deepest freshwater lake, Lake Baikal. Rich in cultural heritage, Russia is known for its traditions, art, and music, with remnants of Soviet-era influences still visible in daily life, especially among older generations. The majority of the population resides in the European part of Russia, while Siberia and the Far East maintain closer economic ties with China. Spanning 8 time zones, Russia is vast enough to require a week-long train journey between St. Petersburg and Vladivostok, Petersburg and Vladivostok on the Trans-Siberian Railway. Its landscapes include Arctic territories, immense Siberian forests, expansive grain farms, and mountain communities in the Caucasus. Cities like Moscow, home to iconic landmarks such as Red Square, showcase both immense wealth and deep historical significance. The country's history reflects a mix of monarchy, totalitarianism, and transition into the global economy. Despite its vast resources, Russia faces challenges such as economic disparity, population decline, and a complex path toward modernization. How well do you know Russia? We have a quiz for you. What is the second most prominent religion in Russia after the Russian Orthodox Church? Comment your answer below. let's come to some interesting information about Russia. Russia is home to the coldest village in the world. Russia's harsh winters include Oymyakon, the coldest village in the world, where average temperatures reach -58 degrees Fahrenheit and have dropped as low as -96 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite its frigid regions, Russia's vast size allows for a variety of climates, including a Mediterranean zone. The first human into space was Russian. Yuri Gagarin, the first human to travel into space, made his historic flight aboard Vostok 1, which orbited Earth at 27,400 kilometers per hour for 108 minutes. Gagarin's groundbreaking journey took place in 1961, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. Is this enough to spark your excitement about Russia? Let's dive deeper and explore the breathtaking landscapes this country has in store. Moscow, the capital of Russia, is located in the western part of the country along the Moskva River and has a rich cultural, historical, and spiritual heritage. First mentioned as a village in 1147, it became the capital of Muscovy in the 13th century, and later the capital of a united Russia in the 16th century, expanding under rulers like Ivan III and Ivan IV. The city played a vital role in Russian history, surviving events such as Napoleon's occupation in 1812 and becoming the capital of the Soviet Union in 1918. Today, Moscow is a bustling metropolis with over 12 million residents, representing numerous ethnic groups, including Russians, Ukrainians, Tatars, and immigrants from Central Asia and beyond. It spans over 2,500 square kilometers, with the Moscow Ring Road defining its boundaries and a highly developed urban transport network, including the Moscow Metro, known for its stunning architecture. The city boasts about 400 museums, including the Moscow Kremlin, a historic fortress covering 27 hectares, famous for its cathedrals, palaces, and towers. Moscow is also home to iconic sites like Red Square, considered the heart of the city and the nation. The city's vibrant culture includes a wide array of restaurants, entertainment venues, and regular events such as concerts and festivals, making it a lively destination. St. Petersburg, Russia's second-largest city, lies on the Neva River Delta near the Gulf of Finland and is often called the Venice of the North due to its numerous canals and bridges. Founded in 1703 by Peter the Great, it served as the capital of the Russian Empire from 1712 to 1917 and became a center of imperial culture and architecture. The city witnessed pivotal events in Russian history, including the Decembrist Revolt in 1825, the Bloody Sunday Massacre during the 1905 Revolution, and its role as the birthplace of the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917. Today, St. Petersburg is a cultural and industrial hub with industries like shipbuilding and engineering, while its historical sites, including the Hermitage Museum and opulent palaces, contribute to its UNESCO World Heritage status. Known for its elegant Baroque and neoclassical architecture, the city features beautifully maintained buildings, as well as churches and cathedrals adorned with gold leaf. Since the Soviet Union's collapse, St. Petersburg has regained its cosmopolitan character and remains one of the most stunning and historically rich cities in Europe. If you are watching this, please hit the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It is completely free, but means a lot to us. Vladivostok, located on Golden Horn Bay by the Sea of Japan, serves as the administrative and economic hub of Primorsky Krai and the Far Eastern Federal District in southeastern Russia. Founded in 1860 as a Russian military outpost after the Treaty of Aigun, its name translates to "Rule the East" or Conqueror of the East, reflecting its strategic importance. The city gained prominence as a naval base in 1872, when Russia's Pacific Fleet was stationed there, and it was granted city status in 1880. During the Soviet era, it emerged as a cultural, scientific, and industrial hub, fostering industries like shipbuilding, machinery, and consumer goods production, while hosting institutions like the Far Eastern Federal University and the Academy of Sciences. The city blends its historical 19th century architecture with modern styles, showcasing both Western and Eastern influences in its design. Today, Vladivostok is home to numerous theaters, museums, and educational institutions, making it a vibrant center of culture and innovation in the Far East. Novosibirsk, the administrative center of Novosibirsk Oblast and the largest city in western Siberia, is located in south-central Russia along the Ob River, intersected by the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Founded in 1893 as a settlement at the railroad's river crossing, it gained town status in 1903. The city spans 502.7 square kilometers with a population density of 3.2 thousand people per square kilometer as of January 1st, 2007-2024. Novosibirsk's economy thrives on industry, trade, transport, and scientific innovation, distinguishing it from other Siberian cities by its lack of reliance on resource extraction enterprises. Approximately 70,000 enterprises and organizations, along with 60,000 individual entrepreneurs, operate in the city, employing over 640,000 people across various sectors. The workforce is concentrated in large and medium enterprises, with a significant portion also engaged in small and micro enterprises, highlighting the city's diverse economic activity. Despite its industrial and scientific focus, Novosibirsk continues to grow and develop as a key economic and cultural hub in Siberia. Yekaterinburg, located on the eastern slopes of the Ural Mountains, marks the division between Europe and Asia and is Russia's third or fourth largest city, with a population of 1.5 million. Established in 1723 and named after Catherine I, it became a vital industrial hub under Peter the Great, who recognized its strategic significance for Russia's military and economic growth. Today, the city is a major center for heavy industry and steel production, often compared to Pittsburgh in the United States. Yekaterinburg is renowned for its cultural offerings, including museums, art galleries, and a rich performing arts scene. The city is also linked to the emergence of Russian rock music, known as Ural rock, during the Soviet era. Tourists can enjoy its scenic parks, picturesque lakes, and historic buildings, along with attractions. For art enthusiasts, Yekaterinburg offers a blend of classical and modern exhibitions, reflecting its historical ties to progressive theater. Kazan, the capital of the Tatarstan Republic in western Russia, lies near the confluence of the Volga and Kazanka rivers, just north of the Samara Reservoir. The original settlement, known as Ancient Kazan, was founded in the late 13th century by the Mongols of the Golden Horde after they overthrew the Bulgar kingdom. Initially located upstream along the Kazanka River, it was moved to its present site in the late 14th century. The Kazan Kremlin, the city's most iconic landmark, was constructed by craftsmen from Pskov in the traditional Russian style, with fortress-like walls reminiscent of Pskov's architecture. This architectural ensemble was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. If you live here, comment the number 6 below, and if you don't, comment 9. Ufa, the capital of the Republic of Bashkortostan in western Russia, is located at the junction of the Belaya and Ufa rivers. Established in 1574 as a fortress to secure the trade route from Kazan to Tyumen, it gained town status in 1586 and became significant due to its strategic position. During the 20th century, Ufa developed into a major manufacturing hub, driven by the exploitation of the Volga-Urals oil field. In 1956, the nearby town of Chernikovsk, known for its oil refineries and petrochemical industries, was incorporated into Ufa. A key feature of Ufa is the Salavat Yuliyev Monument, which honors the Bashkir national hero and poet. Representing the hero's leadership during Pugachev's rebellion from 1773 to 1775. The monument is crafted from bronze and granite, with the statue standing prominently on a 5-meter-high pedestal. In 2015, Ufa hosted summits for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the BRICS Group, highlighting its modern significance. Tomsk, located on the Tom River in central Russia, serves as the administrative center of Tomsk Oblast. Established in 1604 as a fortress to safeguard the river crossing, it later grew into a regional administrative hub. Although its prominence has waned due to Novosibirsk's development along the Trans-Siberian Railroad, Tomsk remains an important industrial and cultural city. It is also renowned for its academic heritage, being home to Siberia's first university, founded in 1888, as well as several institutes specializing in technology, medicine, and engineering. Tomsk played a significant role in Siberia's history, serving as a fortress, a center for trade, and a hub during the gold rush. Today, it blends historical significance with youthful energy, thanks to its vibrant academic and cultural scene. The city hosts a variety of cultural institutions, including drama, children's, and puppet theaters. Additionally, the city fosters diversity, with centers dedicated to German, Polish, and Tatar languages and cultures. Yaroslavl, situated at the meeting point of the Volga and Kotorozl rivers, about 250 kilometers northeast of Moscow, became a major commercial hub in the 11th century. Renowned for its 17th century churches, the city exemplifies the urban planning reforms initiated by Empress Catherine the Great in 1763, blending historic structures with neoclassical designs on a radial master plan. The Assumption Cathedral, one of the city's oldest landmarks, dates back to the early 13th century under Prince Constantine's orders. Destroyed and rebuilt multiple times, it was demolished in 1937, but later restored with gleaming golden domes and white stone walls that stand out against the Volga's blue skies. Legends tell of Prince Yaroslav the Wise killing a bear at the site where the city was founded, inspiring Yaroslavl's emblem of a bear holding a poleaxe on a silver shield. Strategically located at the crossroads of trade routes, the city quickly grew into a center for commerce and craftsmanship. Khabarovsk, the administrative center of Khabarovsk Krai in far eastern Russia, is situated along the Amur River near its meeting point with the Ussuri. Named after Russian explorer E. P. Khabarov, the city was established as a military outpost in 1858 and gained prominence with the Trans-Siberian Railroad crossing the Amur, serving as a key hub in the Russian Far East. Khabarovsk is a significant industrial center, with industries such as machine building, oil refining, timber processing, and furniture production concentrated in its upstream districts. The city also hosts numerous educational and research institutions, including polytechnic, agricultural, and medical institutes. Known for its cultural vibrancy, Khabarovsk offers year-round festivals celebrating traditional culture and large-scale food events, along with theaters, museums, and workshops that enrich visitors' experiences. For those seeking tranquility, the natural beauty of Khabarovsk, including picturesque lakes and the Sea of Japan coastline, provides a peaceful retreat. Samara, located on the Volga River, is Russia's sixth largest city and a major hub connecting Eastern Europe, Central Asia, the Caucasus, and Siberia. The city began as a fortress named Samara Township in 1586 and grew into a key military and trade center. During the Great Patriotic War, Samara, then Kuibyshev, became a home front stronghold, hosting evacuees and converting factories for military aircraft production. After the war, it emerged as a leader in aircraft engineering and missile manufacturing. Samara boasts historic architecture, parks, and landmarks. The Monument of Glory, a 13-meter steel figure on a 40-meter pedestal, honors Kuibyshev aircraft workers and symbolizes the city. Local legends like tales of underground tunnels and the story of Stone Zoya add to Samara's cultural appeal. Abrau-Dyurso is a rural locality in Krasnodar Krai, Russia, located on the shore of Lake Abrau, 14 kilometers west of Novorossiysk. Founded on November 25, 1870, as a royal winery, the settlement aimed to produce wine for the Tsar's household. In 1891, Prince Lev Golitsyn, known for his work in Crimea, was appointed to oversee imperial vineyards, bringing skilled French winemakers to Abrau-Dyurso. By 1897, the winery's champagne cellars held over 13,000 bottles of sparkling wine. The Russian Revolution temporarily disrupted the winery's operations, but the French winemakers' legacy continued through their Russian apprentices, and the brand Sovetskoye Shampanskoye became famous during the Soviet era. Today, Abrau-Dyurso is the center of Russia's primary wine-growing region, and its winery produces millions of bottles annually, with a sparkling wine museum located on the site. Nizhny Novgorod, founded in 1221 by Grand Prince Georgy Vsevolodovich, served as a stronghold protecting Russian principalities and fostering trade expansion. Situated at the confluence of the Volga and Oka rivers, it lies 400 kilometers east of Moscow and is accessible by express train in about 4 hours. Over the centuries, this ancient settlement evolved into a bustling industrial and economic hub with a vibrant cultural scene. Its historical significance is evident in over 600 unique monuments, inclusion in UNESCO's list of culturally valuable cities, and an array of theaters, museums, and libraries. Today, Nizhny Novgorod balances its industrial might with a rich cultural and educational atmosphere, offering a blend of dynamic city life and a provincial charm. With a humid continental climate, it experiences cold winters and moderately warm summers, making it a well-rounded destination for exploration. Lake Baikal, located in southeast Siberia, is the world's oldest and deepest lake, formed 25 million years ago and plunging to 1,700 meters. Covering 3.15 million hectares, it holds 20% of the planet's unfrozen freshwater reserve. Known as the Galapagos of Russia, its isolation has resulted in a unique and rich array of endemic species, making it invaluable for evolutionary studies. This natural wonder is surrounded by scenic protected areas and boasts over 1,300 miles of shoreline. The western shores have steep slopes, while the eastern side features gentler inclines. Baikal is fed by numerous rivers, primarily the Selenga, and drains solely through the Angara River. The lake has a mild climate compared to its surroundings, with freezing winters and cool summers. Its water is exceptionally clear, allowing visibility up to 130 feet. The lake is also home to hundreds of plant species and more than 320 bird species. UNESCO recognized Lake Baikal for meeting 4 natural criteria, highlighting its importance as a freshwater ecosystem and its remarkable endemic species. Olkhon Island, located in the heart of Lake Baikal, is a place steeped in myths and legends, known for its mystical atmosphere. As the largest island in Lake Baikal and the third largest lake-bound island globally, it covers an area of about 730 square kilometers. The island is separated from the mainland by a narrow strait called the Olkhon Gate. Olkhon holds great spiritual significance for both shamans and Buddhists, as it is believed to be the site where the first Buryat shaman developed the ability to communicate with spirits. Cape Shamansky, also known as Cape Burhan, is the island's most famous landmark, revered as a sacred site for the Buryats. Other notable attractions include Sagan Kushan Cape, with its dramatic rocky landscape and stunning views of the Small Sea, Seaside Ridge, and Cape Cowboy. Additionally, the island is home to the Shaman Rock, located near the village of Kujir, which adds to its cultural and natural allure. Kamchatka Peninsula, located in far eastern Russia, stretches between the Sea of Okhotsk to the west and the Pacific Ocean and Bering Sea to the east. It spans approximately 750 miles from north to south, and its width reaches around 300 miles, covering an area of about 140,000 square miles. The peninsula is home to 127 volcanoes, with 22 still active, alongside several geysers and hot springs. The western coastline consists of a low plain with many rivers and extensive swamps, while the eastern coast is characterized by broad gulfs and mountainous peninsulas. Kamchatka is known as the Paradise of Fire and Ice due to its unique geographical location and geological features. Although it lies on the same latitude as the United Kingdom, the peninsula experiences long winters, with snow covering the area from October to May due to the Siberian winds and the cold Oyashio current. Despite its cold climate, Kamchatka is renowned for its volcanic landscape, with 19 of its volcanoes recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, the largest city on the Kamchatka Peninsula, serves as both a port and the administrative center of the region. Located on the Avacha Bay, it is surrounded by towering snow-covered mountains and volcanoes. Founded in 1740 during Vitus Bering's second Kamchatka expedition, the city played a significant role in history when it successfully repelled an Anglo-French attack during the Crimean War in 1854. Today, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky is a fishing hub with industries in fish processing, canning, net making, and ship repair. The city is the main gateway for tourists to the peninsula, offering a variety of outdoor activities such as wildlife viewing, bear hunting, and paragliding. The climate is relatively mild compared to other Siberian regions, with summers reaching 25 to 30 degrees Celsius and winters colder than nearby cities like Anchorage or Juneau, with temperatures often dipping to minus 20 degrees Celsius in late January and early February. Altai is derived from the Mongolian word for gold. Visitors to Altai often describe it as a mythical land where legends come to life. It is a rare and pristine corner of the earth, where nature wears its purest form, with vast steppes, dense taiga, modest deserts, and towering snow-capped peaks. Although the Altai region spans 92,000 square kilometers, only a small fraction is suitable for farming, allowing its natural beauty to remain largely untouched. This is what draws both Russian citizens and tourists from around the world to the Republic of Altai. The land of Altai intrigued Russian dukes for centuries, but it wasn't until the late 16th century, following Ermak's successful campaign and the fall of the Siberian Khanate that they gained access. Settlers, including merchants, peasants, and soldiers, quickly moved in, building fortresses by the early 18th century to protect themselves from Dzungarian raids. The Katun River is one of the primary sources of the Ob River. It originates on the southern slope of the Katunsky Ridge near Mount Beluga, emerging from the Katunsky Glacier at an elevation of about 2,000 meters. The river flows through the Altai territory in its lower reaches. The color of the Katun River can change depending on the season. In spring and summer, when it is fed by rainfall, melting snow and glaciers, the water becomes murky and gray. In autumn and winter, as the river is primarily supplied by groundwater, it takes on a rich turquoise hue. The Katun is known for its unpredictable nature. It can be a turbulent river in some areas and calm in others, depending on the surrounding terrain. The river is joined by several tributaries, including the Chuya, Sumulta, Koksa, and Akem. Ucha waterfall, the highest in the Altai Mountains, is also considered one of the most powerful and beautiful waterfalls in Russia. Located on the Chulcha River in the Altai Biosphere Reserve, it is often called the Big Chulchinsky Waterfall. The waterfall's name, Ucha, means unapproachable in the local Altai dialect, and its formation is linked to a massive earthquake in 1898. The waterfall's 160-meter descent is not vertical, but rather a stepped cascade, with water crashing against large stones, creating a mesmerizing display of spray. Accessible via a hiking trail from the Chulishman River, the waterfall attracts thousands of visitors each year, with nearby campsites offering accommodations. Mount Elbrus, located in the Caucasus Mountains of southern Russia, is Europe's highest peak at 5,642 meters. Known also as Mingi Tao by the Balkar people, its name means like a mountain, reflecting its religious significance. Situated in the Kabardino-Balkaria Autonomous Republic, Elbrus consists of two peaks, the western peak at 5,642 meters and the slightly lower eastern peak at 5,621 meters, with the two separated by a depression at around 5,200 meters. As the roof of Europe, Elbrus is considered more accessible than other continental highest peaks, though it still presents challenges with unpredictable weather conditions. Famous for its legends and stunning landscapes, Elbrus is part of the Seven Summits, the highest peaks on each continent. Once home to a famous Soviet ski resort, it had the first cable car line in operation since 1969. Lake Kezanoyam is located at the border between the Vidensky district of Chechen Republic and the Botliksky district of Dagestan Republic. This alpine lake, situated about 1,800 meters above sea level, is the largest and deepest in the North Caucasus. With a maximum depth of 74 meters, it stretches 2 kilometers from north to south and 2.7 kilometers from west to east, with a maximum width of 735 meters. The lake is about 2 hours from Grozny, with the last 30 kilometers along a beautiful unpaved mountain serpentine. Kezanoyam, at an elevation of 1,870 meters, is the deepest in the Caucasus and spans 2.4 square kilometers. The lake freezes in winter and has a summer temperature of around 5 degrees Celsius. It is home to a rare trout species, Salmo ezanami, which is endangered by the introduction of European chubs. The Oreshek fortress, also known as Schlisselburg, was constructed in 1323 as a defensive outpost for Veliki Novgorod. It became part of the Moscow state in 1478 and has since witnessed significant events in Russian history. Initially built from wood, the fortress was later reinforced with stone walls, and its bastion towers were expanded. Throughout the years, the fortress changed hands during wars, passing from Russian to Swedish control. In 1702, Tsar Peter the Great recaptured it, regaining access to the Baltic Sea. A year later, he established St. Petersburg as the new Russian capital, and the front line of defense shifted to the Finnish Gulf. The fortress was used as a political prison, famously holding the brother of Vladimir Lenin, who was executed for treason. The complex expanded over the years and could house about 1,000 prisoners by 1911. After being abandoned in 1917, the fortress survived the Second World War, though it was severely damaged. Today, only 6 of the original 10 towers remain, and the fortress is now a museum open to visitors. Suzdal is often referred to as the heart of the Golden Ring and is known for its open-air museum that features over 200 ancient monuments. The city has preserved the essence of antiquity, Slavic traditions, and stunning architecture, offering a unique spiritual atmosphere. Mentioned in chronicles in 1024, Suzdal became the capital of the Rostov-Suzdal Principality by the mid-11th century. Under the leadership of Yuri Dolgoruki, the city flourished, but his successor moved the capital to Vladimir. Suzdal faced numerous hardships, including Mongol invasions, raids by the Crimean Tatars, fires, and epidemics during the 17th century. The Suzdal Kremlin, situated on the Kamenka River, houses the Cathedral of the Nativity of the Virgin, featuring frescoes from the 15th to 17th centuries. The Savior Monastery, initially a wooden fortress, was rebuilt in stone and now hosts the Cathedral of the Transfiguration of the Savior, which contains 1,689 frescoes. The Motherland Calls is an imposing statue located atop Mamayev Kurgan, a hill overlooking Volgograd. This monumental figure is the focal point of a memorial complex dedicated to the Battle of Stalingrad, one of the most devastating battles in history. Construction of the statue began in May 1959 and was completed in October 1967, at which point it became the tallest statue in the world. While it no longer holds that title, it remains the tallest statue in Europe and the tallest statue of a woman globally. The statue features a powerful female figure stepping forward, her left arm extended and her right arm raised high, holding a massive sword. It symbolizes strength, resilience, and a call to never surrender until victory is achieved. The Chulishman is a river in the Altai Republic of Russia, stretching 150 miles and draining a basin of 6,500 square miles. It flows into Lake Teletskoye, freezing from late October to early December and remaining icebound until late March or early May. The Chulishman Valley is a large canyon, extending over 130 kilometers with only two access routes, via Teletsky Lake by water or through the Katu-Yarik Pass by car. The river begins at the glacial Lake Julukulja, collecting waters from various streams and waterfalls before flowing into the Teletsky Lake, contributing 70% of its water. The name Chulishman, meaning mighty river, is fitting as it flows through one of the most untouched regions of Altai. The valley itself, with a depth of over half a kilometer, is rugged and wild, with rocks rising directly from the riverbanks and numerous small waterfalls. Access to this remote area was historically limited until the construction of the Katu-Yarik Pass, started in 1987, which made the region more accessible. The Golden Abode of Buddha Shakyamuni, or New Kurul, was completed in 2005 in Elista, southern Russia, designed in the Tibetan architectural style. Inside, the prayer hall houses an 11-meter-high Buddha statue and the robe of the 14th Dalai Lama. At 63 meters tall, the building contains the largest Buddha statue in Russia and Europe, standing 9 meters high. The temple serves as a significant site for prayer, rituals, and holiday services. The temple's design follows a mandala shape and is surrounded by 108 white sand stupas and 17 pagodas with statues of prominent Buddhist teachers from Nalanda. Upon entering the temple, visitors are often struck by a sense of peace, making it hard to believe they are still in Russia. Visitors are encouraged to walk clockwise, spinning the prayer wheels, while marveling at the giant Buddha inside the prayer hall. Vyborg Castle is the main landmark of Vyborg, a small town near St. Petersburg, Russia. It was built by the Swedes during their crusade in the Karelian region. with construction beginning in the 1390s. The castle, nearly untouched since its completion in 1923, retains a medieval European atmosphere. Visitors can ascend the St. Olaf Tower for a panoramic view of the city and learn about Russia's history from the 13th century through World War II and beyond during guided tours. As a fortress, Viborg Castle was the easternmost outpost of medieval Sweden, located on a small islet at the junction of the Gulf of Finland and Viborg Bay. It served as a vital defense for the Swedish realm against Russia, with its military importance second only to Stockholm. The castle was once one of Finland's three major fortresses, alongside Turku and Hämeenlinna castles. Sochi is a city and resort area located in southwestern Russia, stretching along the Black Sea coast at the foot of the western part of the Caucasus mountain range. Established in 1896, it developed as a popular resort area beginning in 1902, thanks to its mineral springs, scenic beaches, and mild subtropical climate. The city is known for its dozens of hotels, tourist centers, and sanatoriums, with food processing being the primary industry. Sochi's streets are lined with exotic subtropical plants, and Greater Sochi, formed in 1961, extends for about 150 kilometers along the coast. A major attraction, Sochi is often called a priceless pearl of the Black Sea, surrounded by lush forests and mountains that protect it from extreme weather. Over 2.5 million people visit Sochi annually, making it the most popular beach resort in Russia. It also serves as the summer residence of the Russian president, where official meetings with foreign leaders are held. Stretching 148 kilometers, Sochi ranks as the world's second longest city after Mexico City. Krasnaya Polyana, an urban settlement in the Adlersky district of Sochi, Krasnodar Krai, Russia, lies in the Western Caucasus. It is home to the Rosa Khutor Alpine Ski Resort, which served as a venue for the 2014 Winter Olympics and hosted World Cup events in 2012. The settlement's name, meaning Red Glade, originated from Greek settlers in 1878, inspired by the reddish-brown hues of fern leaves in autumn. Historically, it was the site of the Akchipsu tribe's last stand during the Russian-Circassian War in 1864. Later, it became a royal hunting retreat under Nicholas II, though it was never visited by the Tsar. Proximity to Sochi brought renewed attention in the late 20th century, transforming it into a notable destination within the region. Russkiala is renowned for its stunning natural scenery, highlighted by marble quarries formed millions of years ago through geological processes. These quarries, utilized by Finns, Swedes, and Russians for nearly 300 years, now serve as a key attraction for Russian tourism. Discovered in the 17th century, Russkiala provided marble for iconic structures in St. Petersburg and other locations. Operations ceased in the early 1990s, and the quarries filled with water, transforming into picturesque green lakes up to 50 meters deep. In 2005, Russkiala Mountain Park was established, repurposing the site into a cultural and tourist destination. A system of tunnels, once used by stonemasons, has been partially restored, revealing unique underground architecture. Today, the park draws thousands of visitors annually, offering a glimpse into the blend of human history and natural beauty that defines the region. Krasnoyarsk is one of the oldest cities in Siberia. It was established as a military fortress in 1628 by a Cossack detachment led by Andrei Dubensky. The original name, Krasny Yar, translates to beautiful bank. In 1690, Krasnoyarsk became a city when Siberia was officially incorporated into Russia. By 1822, a Tsar's decree established Yenisei province, designating Krasnoyarsk as its administrative center. The Krasnoyarsk territory spans central and eastern Siberia, encompassing the Yenisei River basin. Its central section stretches approximately 3,000 kilometers from north to south, with varying landscapes including lowlands, the Tunguska Ridge, the Yenisei Plateau, and the eastern Sayan Mountains. Rich in natural resources, Krasnoyarsk is one of Russia's key industrial regions, supporting industries like hydropower, mining, metallurgy, and forestry. Zelenogradsk, once known as Krans, was a part of Prussia and served as a prominent bathing resort along the Baltic coast. Following the Soviet victory in World War II, the city was annexed to Russia under the Potsdam Agreement and renamed Zelenogradsk in 1946, meaning Green City in Russian. The city, located on the Sambia Peninsula near the Baltic Sea, has a population of approximately 18,000 residents. It retains much of its historical architecture, primarily German Art Nouveau, with additional influences from Neo-Gothic and Neo-Classical styles. Zelenogradsk's architectural character was largely shaped between the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Despite minimal damage during the war, the city's charm remains intact, making it a favored destination for tourists and Kaliningrad residents. Visitors are particularly drawn to its coastal attractions and the UNESCO-protected Curonian Spit, a renowned natural wonder. Zelenogratsk continues to blend its rich historical heritage with its modern role as a relaxing seaside retreat. Galitsky Park, located near Krasnodar Stadium, is a newly developed park in Krasnodar, showcasing an innovative landscape design. Its spiral and multi-tiered alleys stretch across several kilometers, surrounded by ponds, fountains, and young plants still growing into their full beauty. The park offers a variety of recreational facilities, including streetball courts, a skate park, jogging tracks, a rock climbing wall, and children's playgrounds. Spanning 22 hectares, the park is named after Sergei Nikolaevich Galitsky, a Russian businessman, and features around 25,000 flowers and 2,300 trees. Visitors can explore attractions like an amphitheater, a lookout deck, a water labyrinth with LED fountains, and a multicolored waterfall. Adjacent to the park is Krasnodar Stadium, home to FC Krasnodar, which accommodates up to 35,074 spectators during soccer matches. For those interested in Japanese culture, the park includes tea houses spread over 7.5 hectares, offering tea ceremonies and authentic Japanese souvenirs. Unique teas like hojicha and mochi delights can be enjoyed here, providing a distinct cultural experience alongside the park's modern landscape. The Golden Bridge, spanning the Golden Horn Bay, stands as the centerpiece of Vladivostok and is visible from nearly every corner of the city. Though envisioned in the mid-20th century, construction began only in 2008 as part of the city's preparations for the APEC 2012 summit. The bridge features a distinctive design, with its supports shaped like the letter V and ranks among the 10 largest cable-stayed bridges globally. Its construction carefully considered the natural conditions of the Primorsky region, and special lighting enhances its beauty at night. The Golden Bridge is one of 3 recently built in Vladivostok and is widely regarded as a symbol of the city. Previously, traveling around the bay required about 90 minutes, but the bridge now connects the city center to the Cherkin district in just 5 minutes. This remarkable structure has significantly improved life in Vladivostok, linking its vibrant downtown with the more industrial and casual Cherkin area. The Basargin Lighthouse is celebrated for its beauty and historical significance, serving as a vital navigational aid for vessels entering the Zolotoy Rog Bay for 75 years. Located on the southeastern tip of Basargin Cape, the lighthouse sits atop a high, grassy rock surrounded by cliffs and reefs, making the area notoriously hazardous for navigation. To improve safety, a lighthouse was installed in 1937, initially as a wooden navigation marker using acetylene fire, named after Vice Admiral Vladimir Basargin, a renowned navigator and researcher. In the 1950s, the wooden structure was replaced by an 8-meter-high stone octagonal tower, painted in red and white stripes, and later supplemented with a nautiphone building. Today, the lighthouse emits a green light visible up to 10 nautical miles and continues to guide ships through the eastern Bosphorus Strait alongside Skriplev Island's lighthouse. Beyond its function, Basargin Lighthouse is a draw for travelers and those captivated by maritime romance, symbolizing the city's connection to the sea. Access to the lighthouse is restricted and guarded, but it can be reached by sea for those eager to experience its allure. Murmansk, Russia, invites adventurous travelers to experience its unique Arctic culture and rich history. Known as the Gateway to the Arctic, it is the largest city north of the Arctic Circle and serves as a key hub for commercial shipping, fishing, and Arctic expeditions. With a history spanning just over a century, Murmansk is also a hero city, a title granted to select Russian communities for their wartime resilience. Despite its youth, the city has faced 4 wars, but has never been conquered. The transformation of Murmansk from a small outpost to a bustling city in just 100 years is fascinating. Tourism in Murmansk revolves around its extraordinary natural wonders, with the Northern Lights being the most renowned. This dazzling phenomenon, visible from September to March, is a major draw for tourists. Kaliningrad is a seaport and administrative center of Kaliningrad Oblast, Russia, located on the Pregolya River near Frisius Lagoon. As an exclave of the Russian Federation, the city is separated from the rest of the country and was once the capital of East Prussia. In 1945, it was ceded to the Soviet Union under the Potsdam Agreement. Due to its unique geographical location, Kaliningrad is often viewed as a vulnerable area amid tensions between Russia and the West, yet it also serves as a Russian outpost in Europe. The region is about 1,200 kilometers from Moscow and can be accessed by land through Lithuania or Poland, though air and sea routes are more common today. Kaliningrad is home to many notable attractions where visitors can explore the city's rich history and unique culture. Königsberg Cathedral, the oldest church in Kaliningrad, dates back to the 14th century and is a key landmark in the city. It was heavily damaged during World War II, but was restored to reflect its original German Gothic style. The Amber Museum is the only one of its kind in Russia, showcasing Kaliningrad's rich amber heritage. Sochi Olympic Park, located in the Imeretinsky Valley on the Black Sea coast in Sochi, Russia, is a key sports and entertainment hub. This Olympic site hosts several significant venues, including the main Olympic Stadium, which was used for ceremonies, and indoor sports arenas for hockey, figure skating, curling, and speed skating. At the heart of the park lies a water basin with the fountain, the waters of the Olympic Park. After the 2014 Winter Olympics, the park evolved into a multi-purpose sports facility. The addition of the Sochi Autodrome, a 6-kilometer-long racing track with a 55,000-seat capacity, made it a destination for motorsport events, including the FIA Formula One Russian Grand Prix. It also hosts cultural and corporate events, alongside a museum dedicated to sports cars. The park remains a vibrant venue for international events, attracting visitors to experience a range of activities, from Olympic sports to motorsports and cultural showcases. Veliki Novgorod, located in northwestern Russia, along the Volkhov River, near Lake Ilmen, is one of the oldest cities in Russia, first mentioned in chronicles in 859. Known for its rich history, it was a key center for trade and politics, with ties to the Baltic, Byzantium, and Central Asia. In the 10th and 11th centuries, Novgorod played a significant role in the development of Russian culture and governance, with its Veche system providing local self-rule. During its peak, Novgorod flourished as a trading hub, notably with the Hanseatic League, and prospered through the fur trade from northern Russia. Today, Veliki Novgorod is recognized for its cultural contributions, especially in music. The city is the birthplace of traditional Russian bell ringing and znameny singing, which influenced liturgical music both in Russia and globally. The city continues to thrive as a creative city, with a vibrant cultural sector that includes music halls, theaters, and museums, employing over 2,000 people. The local education system incorporates music and arts into sustainable urban development. Red Square, located in Moscow adjacent to the Kremlin, is a historically significant site that dates back to the late 15th century. It has played a central role in Russian social and political life for centuries and was added to UNESCO's World Heritage List in 1990. The square has undergone several transformations over the years, serving as a market area and housing various institutions such as churches, Moscow's first public library, university, public theater, and printing house. The name Red Square likely derives from the Russian word Krasnaya, which means beautiful, rather than a reference to the red brick buildings or the communist era. The square is surrounded by notable landmarks, including St. Basil's Cathedral, renowned for its vibrant colors and intricate architecture. On the opposite side stands the imposing State Historical Museum, and nearby is the Kazan Cathedral, a recreation of a church demolished during the Soviet era. Red Square also features the Kremlin Wall and Lenin's Mausoleum, as well as the Gum department store, which was originally built by the Tsars and is now a luxury shopping center. The Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, Petersburg, is one of the world's largest and most prestigious museums, attracting millions of visitors each year. Founded in 1764 by Catherine the Great, it initially served as her private art gallery. Today, it houses over 3 million items, ranging from impressionist masterpieces to exotic Oriental treasures, making it a must-visit for art lovers and a place that rewards repeat visits. In addition to its artistic significance, the Hermitage's architectural history is equally captivating. Empress Elizabeth commissioned renovations of the Winter Palace in 1754, and Catherine II later expanded the complex. By 1795, the museum complex was officially named Hermitage, a word meaning retreat in French, signifying its role as a royal residence and an art sanctuary. The museum was opened to the public in 1852 under Nicholas I, making it the first state museum in Russia. Peterhof, located 18 miles southwest of St. Petersburg, was founded by Peter the Great in 1709 as a country estate. After visiting the French court in 1717, he decided to transform it into an imperial residence that could rival Versailles. The Baroque Grand Palace, designed by Domenico Trezzini, was completed in 1728, with further expansions by Bartolomeo Rastrelli. This estate became the most lavish of the Russian royal summer residences, with Tsar Nicholas II frequently visiting. A standout feature of Peterhof is its intricate fountain system, with the Great Cascade being the most impressive. The fountains, which are powered by a natural spring from Rosfa, operate without pumps and are activated each spring. The lower park, home to over 150 fountains and 4 waterfalls, offers visitors a beautiful and tranquil setting. The golden statues scattered throughout the estate further enhance the grandeur of this iconic palace complex. The Kazan Kremlin, located in Kazan, Tatarstan, Russia, is a historic fortress that dates back to the Islamic period of Volga Bulgaria, the Golden Horde, and the Kazan Khanate. Initially a fortified trading settlement in the 10th to 13th centuries, the city became an important outpost on the northern border of Volga Bulgaria. By the 15th century, Kazan had become the capital of the state and a major political, military, administrative, commercial, and cultural center. It was later conquered by Ivan the Terrible in 1552, marking the beginning of its Christian influence. Today, the Kremlin is home to a variety of historical, architectural, and archaeological sites, including the Governor's Palace, Shuyumbeki's Tower, the Annunciation Cathedral, and the Savior Transfiguration Monastery. Kazan Kremlin is notable for the unique coexistence of mosques and churches within its walls, offering a rare blend of religious practices. The fortress was originally built on a hill surrounded by water, forests, and swamps, providing strategic defense advantages. Over time, it expanded beyond its original borders, with the addition of the Khan's palace and other significant structures within the citadel. The Bolshoi Theatre is Russia's leading venue for ballet and opera. Established in the mid-1770s from smaller troupes performing at Count R.Y. Vorontsov's mansion. Its first permanent home opened in 1780, but was destroyed by fire in 1805. Rebuilt in 1825, and again after another fire in 1853, the current structure was completed in 1856 and seats over 2,000 people. The theatre's neoclassical facade features grand Corinthian columns and a bronze quadriga of Apollo, symbolizing the arts. Its five-tiered auditorium is admired for exceptional acoustics, gilded stucco, ceiling murals, and a large crystal chandelier. A square with a fountain in front enhances the theatre's majestic design and appeal. The Bolshoi has premiered many of Russia's greatest ballet and opera masterpieces. Its renowned company of singers, dancers, and conductors continues to inspire audiences worldwide. The medieval stone towers of Ingushetia, located primarily in the Sunzhensky and Jiraksky districts of North Caucasus, served as residences, signal posts, and fortifications. Tower building in this region began as early as the 1st or 2nd millennium BC, with remains of megalithic Cyclopean dwellings still visible near ancient Ingush villages like Targim and Egikal. Most of the surviving towers, however, date from the 13th to 17th centuries, a period when Ingushetia became known as the Land of Towers. Despite their cultural significance, many towers have suffered damage due to invasions and the deportation of the Chechen and Ingush people between 1944 and 1957. The oldest structures were megalithic buildings made of large stone slabs without mortar, often used as fortifications near cave entrances. Ingush towers stand out for their slender proportions, often with height-to-width ratios as high as 10:1. Their architectural features include intricate masonry details, such as built-in horse feeders, hitching posts, and window canopies, making them both functional and picturesque. Kiji Island is located in Lake Onega in the Karelia Republic of northwestern Russia. The island's name, meaning Island of Games, reflects its historical significance as part of a 14th century trade route connecting Novgorod to the White Sea. It was also the site of major peasant revolts during the reign of Catherine the Great between 1769 and 1771. The island is now renowned for its open-air museum of history and architecture, established in 1960, featuring restored wooden barns, houses, windmills, and churches. Among these is the Transfiguration Church, built in 1714, which stands 121 feet tall with 22 cupolas and houses a collection of iconostases. Tourism remains the island's primary industry today. Dombai, located in the Caucasus region of Karachay-Cherkessia at an altitude of 1,650 meters, is surrounded by stunning mountain lakes and waterfalls. Its pleasant climate makes it a popular destination, not only in winter, but throughout the year. This picturesque village sits in a valley framed by the snowy peaks of the main Caucasian Range, offering breathtaking views in every season. The area is known for its vibrant natural beauty, from colorful foliage and rugged mountains to pristine waterfalls cascading from great heights. The untouched mountain lakes, with their crystal-clear blue waters, exude a serene and untouched charm. Visitors are struck by the fresh, invigorating mountain air and the overwhelming majesty of the landscape, where the power of nature seems to dwarf human presence. Alongside its natural wonders, Dombai boasts warm, welcoming locals and serves as a gateway to the magnificent Caucasus Mountains. The Trans-Siberian Railway, built in the early 19th century, has long been celebrated as a symbol of the Russian Empire's grandeur. Stretching 5,771 miles from Moscow to Vladivostok, it stands as the world's longest rail system, crossing 8 time zones and offering a 7-day journey through diverse landscapes. Initially proposed in the mid-19th century, its construction was delayed by debates over foreign involvement. By 1886, Emperor Alexander III insisted on beginning the project with Russian resources, rejecting external funding. Surveys began in 1887, and by February 1891, construction started in Chelyabinsk and Vladivostok. This railway showcases Russia's engineering triumph and cultural pride, attracting travelers eager to experience its iconic route. While tourists seek the scenic adventure, locals rely on it for daily commuting. The railway combines breathtaking views and rich history, making it a truly unforgettable journey. The Naval Cathedral of St. Nicholas in Kronstadt, completed in 1913, is the largest and last of the naval cathedrals built during the Russian Empire. Originally the primary church of the Russian Navy, it was closed in 1929 as part of an anti-religious campaign. Over the years, it served various purposes, including a movie theater, a house of officers, and later, in 1980, a museum of the Navy. Located in Kronstadt's Anchor Square, this Russian Orthodox cathedral was constructed from 1903 to 1913, funded by donations from sailors, naval officers, the imperial family, and Russian citizens. The cathedral is dedicated to all fallen sailors of the Russian Navy. Today, after major restoration, the cathedral is a stunning example of Neo-Byzantine architecture, attracting both religious worshippers and tourists. Visitors can ascend the bell tower for unique panoramic views. The cathedral, once devastated during Soviet times, has been restored, though some work continues. As an active church, visitors are asked to respect the dress code. Edgaki Natural Park, located in the south of the Khakassia Republic in the Western Siam, is a popular tourist destination and a highlight of Siberia. Known as the Pearl of Siberia, this area offers a stunning mix of pristine lakes, clean rivers, vast Siberian taiga, and impressive cliffs, making it a paradise for nature lovers and travelers. Agaki, part of the Agak-Tagak Taiga Ridge, is considered one of Russia's natural symbols, alongside Baikal Lake and Altai. The park is a haven for outdoor activities, with hiking, horseback riding, and climbing available during the summer. Tourists can also go rafting on the Us and Oya rivers, fish, or simply relax in the camps. For adrenaline seekers, extreme activities like base jumping are also popular here. In winter, Ergaki transforms into a winter sports paradise, attracting skiers, snowboarders, and snowmobile enthusiasts. The ski season runs from late October to mid-June, offering a long period to enjoy the snowy landscapes. Rostov-on-Don, located along the lower Don River in southwestern Russia, serves as the administrative center of Rostov Province. Founded in 1749 as the customs post of Tamernica, the city quickly became a key trade hub and was granted town status in 1797. Officially named Rostov-on-Don in 1806, the city is known for its rich history, mild climate, and welcoming atmosphere. It is also famous for its impressive collection of monuments celebrating the North Caucasus and Don Cossacks. Often called Rostov Papa, the city also goes by several other nicknames, including Gateway of the Caucasus and City of Merchants. This last title is reflected in its luxurious 19th-century merchant mansions, some of the finest in Russia. The city's Kirovsky district is home to its most popular landmarks, while Leninsky district features Gorky Park and the Cathedral of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Theatre enthusiasts can enjoy the city's renowned playhouses, including the Opera House and the Rostov State Musical Theatre, known for its grand piano-shaped design. Chelyabinsk is a province in west-central Russia, situated on the eastern flank of the Ural Mountains, with a panhandle extending to the western slopes. The region stretches into the West Siberian Plain in the extreme east, where the higher mountain areas are covered with pine, fir, spruce, and birch forests. The lower eastern part of the province consists of steppes with birch groves in the north. Located at the border between Europe and Asia, Chelyabinsk is a well-developed industrial and agricultural region. The area spans 88,500 square kilometers and is home to over 3.4 million people. It shares borders with Sverdlovsk, Kurgan, and Bashkortostan regions, as well as Kazakhstan to the southeast. Known for its strong agricultural sector, Chelyabinsk is also a major producer of metals, chemical products, consumer goods, and minerals, making these key exports for the region. Kalaktersky Beach is located on the eastern coast of Kamchatka, approximately 25 kilometers from Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, along the Pacific Ocean. The beach is known for its distinctive black volcanic sand, composed of titanium magnetite, which makes it magnetically attractive. A comfortable car ride provides access to the beach, which lies on the flat expanse of the Avacha Gulf. To the right, the beach is bordered by a mountain range, and climbers often train on the rock dikes known locally as Cucumber and Glass. Climbing nearby Kalakta Rock offers stunning views of the Avacha volcanoes on one side and the vast Pacific Ocean on the other. The beach's pure black sand is a result of volcanic activity, with sand grains that can be attracted by a magnet. Surrounding the beach is a vibrant landscape of berries, including cranberries, blueberries, and shiksha, as well as wild roses and thickets of birch and cedar. Once a restricted border area with military defenses, the beach is now a popular destination for locals and tourists. This unique phenomenon is caused by volcanic eruptions that deposit lava and slag, eroded by rivers flowing from glaciers, which carry volcanic minerals into the ocean. As a result, the black sand at Kalaktersky Beach now reaches a thickness of 20 meters, and the coastline stretches over 30 kilometers. Nalchik, the capital of Kabardino-Balkaria in southwestern Russia, is nestled along the Nalchik River at the edge of the Caucasian foothills. Established as a Russian fortress in 1818, the city gained prominence after the October Revolution and became a favored destination for holidays, climbing, and health retreats, featuring numerous sanatoriums. It hosts diverse industries, including engineering, hydrometallurgy, artificial leather production, and food manufacturing, along with a university and a Kabardino-Balkaria Research Institute. With a population of around 240,000, Nalchik is a small city in the picturesque North Caucasus region, rich in ethnic diversity and historical significance. Though its origins date back centuries, the city evolved from a fort established by Russia in 1724. Despite periods of turbulence, including occupation by Romanian troops during World War II and a militant attack in 2005, it has retained its peaceful charm. Today, Nalchik is celebrated for its cleanliness, serene atmosphere, and role as a gateway for climbers heading to Mount Elbrus, Europe's highest peak. Its scenic surroundings and cultural history make it a distinctive destination within the Caucasus region. The Swallow's Nest, often referred to as the White Pearl of the southern Crimean coast, is an iconic neo-Gothic castle perched atop Cape Itodor's Aurora Cliff near the village of Gaspra, just 11 kilometers from Yalta. Despite its location outside Yalta, it remains one of the area's most renowned attractions, celebrated for its romantic design and resemblance to a fairy tale palace, earning it the nickname Palace of Love. The castle features spires, turrets, and battlements, with only 2 small bedrooms and a cozy living room. However, its cliffside location posed challenges, as grottos beneath the structure caused significant damage during the 1927 earthquake. A garden and part of the structure were lost to the sea, and extensive reconstruction in the 1960s involved dismantling and rebuilding the castle on a reinforced foundation. Throughout its history, the Swallow's Nest has hosted an Italian restaurant and served as a filming location for Soviet movies, becoming a symbol of Crimea's charm and cultural heritage. Sviazhsk, a rural locality in Tatarstan, Russia, lies at the confluence of the Volga and Sviaga rivers and is connected to the mainland by a causeway, though it is often mistaken for an island. Founded by Ivan the Terrible in 1551 as a base for conquering the Kazan Khanate, the settlement became a strategic outpost for political, military, and missionary efforts. The Assumption Cathedral and Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2017, stand as the centerpiece of Sviazhsk, reflecting the Russian state's cultural and religious ambitions during the 16th century. The cathedral showcases architectural influences from Byzantine traditions and Russian craftsmanship, with mural paintings illustrating biblical scenes aligned with Ivan IV's vision to promote orthodoxy in the region. Renovations in the 18th century introduced Baroque elements inspired by Western Europe, adding layers of artistic and architectural significance. Surrounding structures such as St. Nicholas Refectory Church, the Monastery School, and the Gate Church enhance the complex's historical and spiritual value while preserving its monastic heritage. Archaeological remains from the 16th to 19th centuries further contribute to the understanding of Sviazhsk's religious, cultural, and social history as a prominent settlement and territorial landmark. Kivach Nature Reserve, established on June 11, 1931, is the oldest protected area in the Republic of Karelia, located in the northwestern part of Russia. Spanning 10,930 hectares, it is among the smallest reserves in Russia, with an additional buffer zone of 6,492 hectares, created in 1975 to enhance its conservation efforts. This reserve enforces strict protection policies, prohibiting human activities to preserve its ecosystems, including land, water, and air. The primary focus of its establishment was to safeguard the globally renowned Kivac Falls and the surrounding forests. The falls, estimated to be 8,000 years old, were formed as a glacial lake retreated during the last ice age, carving through volcanic bedrock that is approximately 2 billion years old. Mudnovsky volcano is located about 75 to 80 kilometers south of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky. The volcano has erupted at least 16 times throughout history, with the most powerful eruption occurring in 1848. There is no clear pattern to its activity, though eruptions tend to be followed by periods of calm, which can last anywhere from several months to as long as 44 years. Mutnovsky is partly situated within the South Kamchatka Sanctuary, a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized in 1996 under the Volcanoes of Kamchatka category. Nearby volcanoes include Gorely, Vilyuchinsky, and Zhurovsky, adding to the area's geological interest. The volcano has a complex structure formed by 4 merged cones with 2 prominent craters, the southwest and northeast. These craters, formed through several stages of eruptions, are approximately 2 kilometers in diameter and 400 meters deep. The southwestern crater is currently filled with a glacier, and the slopes are covered with numerous cinder cones and solidified lava flow. Krasnodar is a major city and administrative center in southwestern Russia, located along the Kuban River. It was founded around 1793 as a Cossack guard post and developed into a military town. In 1867, after the Caucasian Wars, it became a city and a hub for the fertile Kuban region, benefiting greatly from the arrival of railways in the 1890s. The city's industries primarily focus on processing agricultural products, as well as petroleum refining and lubricants production. Krasnodar is known for its grid-like street pattern lined with poplar, acacia, and plane trees. Cultural institutions in the city include Kuban State University, several teaching establishments, research institutes, and numerous theaters and museums. The city, founded in 1794 as Yekaterinodar to protect Russia's southern border, was later renamed Krasnodar in 1920 after being taken over by the Red Army. It is now one of southern Russia's most developed cities, particularly in education and culture, earning a reputation as the cultural center of the Caucasus. Krasnodar is home to many museums, art centers, and historical landmarks, offering visitors a chance to experience Russian Caucasian culture firsthand. Cape Tobazina is one of the top attractions on Russian island, located in the Gulf of Peter the Great, Sea of Japan. It is the southernmost point of the island and offers some of the most breathtaking views in Primorye. The cape features cliffs ranging from 30 to 50 meters in height, with a stone platform where a lighthouse once stood. One particular cliff is favored by cliff divers and rope jumpers for its dramatic drop. The Tobizin rocks are ancient, making it a haven for those interested in geology and paleontology. The path to the Cape is straightforward, and with proper safety measures, it can be easily navigated without special training. The trail takes you through the forest and along the peninsula ridge, offering stunning views of the bay. The area is ideal for photography, especially in foggy weather, which adds a mysterious atmosphere to the landscape. The village of Tyulyuk is situated in the Katav-Ivanovsky district of the Chelyabinsk region, founded in the late 18th century. It lies near the Zygalga and Bakhty mountains, as well as the southern Ural's second highest peak, Big Iramel, which draws many tourists. The village is experiencing a rise in the construction of campsites and shelters, with prices ranging from 250 to 1,000 rubles per night. A plot of land with a house costs around 1 million rubles. The population of Tyulyuk is decreasing, with only 270 residents remaining. The village stretches along the central road, and the second road runs across the Tyulyuk River. On the left is a campsite, and in the distance, the Iramel Mountains are visible. The Kibini is the largest mountain range on the Kola Peninsula, located in the Murmansk region. Despite its size, measuring only 40 kilometers from west to east and 35 kilometers from north to south, it stands out due to its location 150 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. The range dates back about 390 million years, and over time, the mountains have evolved into gentle hills that are relatively easy to explore. The Kibini Mountains are rocky and treeless, situated beyond the 67th parallel in Russian Lapland. This range is the highest landmass on the Kola Peninsula, with peaks rising 800 to 900 meters above the surrounding plains. The tallest peak in the Kibini reaches 1,200 meters above sea level, making it the highest point in the entire peninsula. On clear summer days, the mountains are visible from many areas, including the Kandalaksha tundra in the south and the Kovdor Heights in the west. The climate in this region is unusual, with winter thaws occurring frequently, but summer and early autumn frosts are common, especially in early June and late August. Russia's immense size and rich history offer a fascinating blend of natural beauty, cultural heritage, and complex traditions. From the icy expanse of Siberia to the bustling streets of Moscow, there's something for everyone to explore in this vast land. Whether you're intrigued by its historical landmarks or its stunning landscapes, Russia never fails to leave a lasting impression.